what does reaching your highest potential as a parent look like for you? Let's dive in and explore some ideas together, from partnerships to raising children to thoughts and beliefs around parenting. We'll cover it all. Let's do it together. Okay. Hello and welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Julie, and today we're going to be talking about the magic that happens when you begin to see your child as capable. So if that's something that resonates with you, I invite you to stick around and see some of the magic in action. All right, let's begin. When you have someone that sees you as capable, someone you trust, someone you love, someone whose opinion you value, how does that make you feel? Personally, when I have a friend or my husband or my sister or my mom or my dad saying, hey, I really think you can do this, they're seeing me as capable, I begin to feel myself as being capable. So the coolest part about us changing our perspective and looking at our child and seeing them as capable is they begin to see themselves as capable. And here is where something priceless happens. They begin to have this amazing confidence that slowly starts to build with each task that they are capable of doing. And as a parent, being able to give your child this self-confidence is going to help them not just in tying their shoes, not just in making their breakfast or getting dressed, but all the other things that they get to do for the first time, like going to school or meeting new friends or going to a birthday party in a place that they've never been. And honestly, through the rest of life, when they're getting their first job or going on their first date, whatever the case may be, confidence is such a key aspect of being successful. So I wanted to share with you the opportunities that lie in front of us all day long with the everyday tasks that we are already doing. We don't have to make them up. We are already doing them. So when I tell some friends that my 5, now just 6-year-old makes his own waffles for breakfast from scratch, a lot of times they're like, wow, really? Like, he's so young and he can do that? And I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah. He can pour and he can scoop and he knows where the ingredients are, and we've practiced it a bunch of times, and he can open and close the waffle iron safely, and he's capable. So why wouldn't I? The second part of this that is, I'm going to call it magical, because when I can tell parents that they can get some time back, that's a little bit of magic in there. And oftentimes we're doing tasks for our children simply because we feel like we don't have the time to teach in that moment. We are rushing out the door because we have somewhere to be at a certain time, and putting our kids' shoes on real quick is going to get us there faster. Yes, it is. However, if we were to take the time the next 3 or 4 times to teach them how to do that and provide a little tiny space and time for them to learn how to do it, to see them as capable of doing it, what would happen if they were able to put their shoes on every time you left the house after that? You're saving time. And then everyone's not rushing as much. So there really is just this overall sense of, yes, we can do this, confidence for everybody, but that shift in mindset starts with us as the parents, as seeing our children as capable. So we're gonna dive in and watch my youngest make his waffles, and I'm gonna share a few more perspectives and insights as we do. As you can see here, all the ingredients are in a place where he can reach, and because he's made waffles with me so many times, he knows what goes in the waffles. That day we did not have oat flour, so he knows how to make his own, and he has learned how to we actually use a coffee grinder to make the oats into oat flour, and because we practiced it in the past, again, we just carved out a little bit of time to practice this one task, and obviously it's super fun to push the button and make the sound go. So that's something he enjoyed doing when he was younger, and obviously that time that I took to teach him how to do that is now something we don't need to spend time to do, and it's helped add up to him being able to make his waffles. Obviously, this is one task that he needs. Scooping and measuring, this you can start at any age. Even when you're making something, if they help you scoop just one ingredient into the mixer or one ingredient into the bowl, it helps. Another key is knowing to put everything back where they found it. This is something we will continue to work on, all the time, but it is important to take that step to save you the time when they are doing their own cooking in the kitchen. If you have younger children and you're watching this, you're probably looking at all the skills necessary to make the waffles, from the scooping and the pouring and the mixing. All of these skills were practiced when he was younger. We just took a moment here or there while we were cooking. Most children are very interested in what you're doing in the kitchen, so sitting them up on the counter and giving them the opportunity to pour in the baking soda with the little spoon you've already scooped is a perfect place to give them that practice. And again, it's not sitting down for an hour and practicing it. It's simply taking those little tiny moments, and eventually they all add up to being able to make your own waffles when you're 5 turning 6. Ultimately, our goal is for our children to be able to independently take care of themselves. So giving them age-appropriate tasks along the way really does add up to something that is really beautiful to watch. Now, Jack has practiced getting the mixture. As you can see, he knew where it was, he knew how to put it together, he knew how to plug it in safely, he also knows how to use it safely. So these are all tasks, again, that we practice separately, learning how to plug something in safely, knowing where we keep the tools in the kitchen, what are those tools used for, how do we use them, and giving him, closely supervised assistance as he's learning. Stronger. Again, when we are finished, we know how to wrap up the cord, put it back in, put those next to the sink so we can wash them, and he does know how to wash them and put them on the drying rack as well. Buttering the waffle iron, as you can see here, he knows how to do it without hurting his fingers, being slow and mindful, but again, skills we simply practice one at a time separately, and then they can add up. Here you'll see he pours too much on there, but we don't make a big deal about it. We simply clean it up. Both he and my students will tell you nothing a paper towel or a baby wipe can't fix. And the next time we were able to brainstorm together what would be a better way to get the correct amount of waffle mix onto the waffle iron, and using a spoon was what we came up with. So the second time he was very successful. So again, it's just an opportunity for us to see him as a capable problem solver. So not just capable of the task, but capable of solving any issues that might come up along the way. Seeing them as problem solvers is just as valuable, maybe if not more valuable, than seeing them as capable. Obviously, this is a task that I am still in the kitchen for to make sure everyone is safe. However, I think about all the things that my older two are perfectly capable of doing, and that includes their laundry and making their own breakfasts and lunches, and us working together as a family to make dinner and maintain the house. And that just really connects us as a family, and it's something that I am grateful that we get to do together. That's all for today. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video when we talk about all the things we can learn at the grocery store. I hope you all have a beautiful day.